Lola, Lola. Lola, Lola. Lola. Hi, I'm Evan.
I'm Teddy, and we're the Picture and the Poet.
And this is Conversation with Lola. Hello.
Don't.
Episode 9.
Yeah.
So I just got a toque today because I always wear black, and I thought I'd add a little color to my life.
Can you tell that it's cooling down outside? I've got my wool on.
So we've started a little series where we kind of break down all the different parts of the wedding day because we are wedding photographers and videographers, and we have a lot of things to say about wedding days.
We've kind of done them out of order. We've done getting ready and ceremonies so far, right?
Yeah.
And now we're doing first looks and photos.
Yeah, so let's get into it. First things first, first looks.
What about wine, babe?
Oh, right, yeah. There we go. First things first, first looks.
It's where the couple decided to get ready separately, but they're going to see each other before the ceremony, and so that all the photos will get done.
Instead of making your guests wait around for 3 or 4 hours while you go off somewhere and take photos, you just move that beforehand so that when your guests arrive for the ceremony, it makes the day a little shorter for them.
This is specifically helpful when you have a wedding venue that is far out of the city, so that you don't trap your wedding guests out somewhere far away without anything to do for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, a lot of time we hear opposition to first looks. The couple's like, I really want that moment of seeing my partner coming down the aisle. And we have found that with weddings where there have been first looks, it hasn't diminished the moment at the ceremony that they've been looking for.
For sure.
I would really choose one based on a logistical necessity based on your geographic location, as well as the kind of schedule you have. And the second point about first looks is what do you do about it? Like, how should you do it?
Typically, one person is waiting, another person walks up behind them. There's this moment they see each other. There are some people that find that very romantic. There's some people that find that really uncomfortable. If you do need to have a first look on your wedding day because of logistics, but are a little bit nervous about that moment being a little bit too staged or pressure, there's so many other options that you can do. One of which is having your bridal party a part of it. That can take off the pressure and also be really fun. Another thing that you can do is include something that's special to your relationship in this moment. You can shotgun beers together right as soon as you see each other. You can read each other letters or exchange gifts. Something
that Marla and Alana did a few years ago. Marla surprised Alana with a gift that basically said that she's taking her last name. Make it what you want.
Yeah.
Moving on from the first look is photo time. Before we even get there, how are you gonna get there? So it's important for us to talk about transportation.
It's a long way of saying next is transportation, but no, you're right, I guess it applies. We personally recommend, especially if you have a large bridal party, to consider hiring a bus or a limo. Having personal vehicles is often distracting and difficult, especially if you're going somewhere like downtown to take photos.
Yeah, when you're going downtown looking for parking, on wedding days, people are drinking a lot. So if you have certain people who are designated to be the personal drivers for everyone else, well, they can't be really drinking. And everyone just seems to take a little bit longer to get into them.
Personal vehicles aren't always the worst, but often we'd recommend you renting some sort of vehicle to take them all there at once. I'm already out of wine.
Oh my.
I don't know, maybe I was thirsty. Okay, this is my favorite Lola. Wait, no, this is my favorite Lola. The next thing on our list is photo locations. Where are you going to take photos?
How's this for I'm sorry. Something you should be really aware of is that there are spaces in your city that you can freely use, but it doesn't mean you can freely use them on your wedding day, dragging a wedding party through it. Even if it's a public space, double check online.
Do your research.
Yeah.
It will likely cost money if it's a very popular spot.
And I understand why people are a little averse to paying money for an outdoor location, especially when they're used to being free, but it guarantees you a time slot, access to certain locations.
For example, the Human Rights Museum here in Winnipeg, I think it was $300 to rent, but the photos turned out amazing.
That said, we're not saying that everyone should rent a space. We totally love exploring free spaces. When picking a photo location, you want it to be on the way to your venue, not the opposite direction.
Agreed.
The wedding day is already short enough. The last thing you want to do is spend even more time in a vehicle if you can't help it. Don't feel like you have to go to another location other than what's already available to you at the venue. You're already there.
Likely there's a stock fridge full of food
Yeah.
and alcohol, so you're probably comfortable there as well.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Point number 5 is setting up a rain plan. I know for our wedding day, Teddy's rain plan was if she didn't have one, it wouldn't rain. That's bad advice.
Well,
Don't
we
do
did
that.
have a rain plan. Don't come for me. We had a rain plan. It just wasn't very good. One of the places that we've gone before as a rain backup plan is Lacoste Garden Center. It was on the way for both of these weddings. So garden centers are great options. There's beautiful greenery. Not all garden centers are okay with you going in and taking photos.
Just don't assume you can just walk into one and start taking photos.
Obviously,
we always
first.
contact the managers beforehand and make sure that it's okay. Oh, there's a few times like we've used a restaurant.
Yeah, that's true. Big restaurants often have like fun like tables and chairs and stuff that they're like, cool, move around. So we'll move around, pose them in like a fun little spot. So
Don't be afraid to look in unconventional places and just ask the owners for permission to use it.
definitely. I'm so happy Lola wants to be in this video finally.
There's always supposed to be conversations with Lola.
Not conversations with Lola sitting way behind us.
The next point we're going to talk about is how long should photo time take?
Well, obviously it depends on how big your bridal party is.
Yes.
Large bridal parties are time consuming. It will take longer to take all of the photos as well because you have more people. So all the individual shots, everything, it just takes longer. So you have to build that into your timeline.
Regardless of the size of the bridal party, we don't really want like the formal photo time. We don't want it to take longer than an hour.
It won't take longer than an hour.
Yeah.
Even if you have a big bridal party, likelihood of it taking an hour is low.
Set aside that hour for us to take those photos, and the rest of the time you have between the end of photo time and the ceremony, fill it with something else. We have some ideas coming up.
That's the next point.
Activities. Planning some activities.
Activities.
It's your wedding day. Besides having a ceremony and having a reception, what do you want to do? You're all dolled up, you're with your favorite people. You're in a bit of a money spending mood already. What do you want to do?
Some examples in the past have been getting ice cream, bocce ball, going to a restaurant, bowling, tacos.
They have an outside picnic.
All of these things we encourage because it makes for candid photos.
Yes.
If you like candid, then you want to schedule something with your bridal party that will let them have a good time. Doing something together makes the experience just so much more fun for people.
A lot of people hire us because they want that candid style. You have to create the candid. You have to create the environment for those candid moments to happen. Make it part of your wedding planning to plan something that you and your wedding party will enjoy. Which brings us to his next point, which it really emphasizes that again, food and drinks. Your bridal party needs to be fed. So it's likely that your wedding party is gonna get hungrier and thirstier before you are.
Building in some food into the day is ideal. Pizza, burgers, beers,
Tacos. I mean, we can name
Tacos.
food. We can just name food
yeah.
for the next 20 minutes.
Street corn.
Chili.
Yeah. What else?
Oh,
Okay.
she over it?
Sorry, no. Feeding your bridal party ensures that when they come down the aisle or when they're important, that they won't look like crazy zombie people that are sunburnt and tired and hungry.
And it also keeps them from getting too drunk. And the last thing that we want to talk about is wedding photo time etiquette. How would you, wedding party etiquette?
Yeah, etiquette sounds a little harsh, but
Yeah.
we just mean like little detail-y things that you can do as a wedding party to help photos go quicker and easier. If you're wearing pants and you're in a wedding party, know that your phone should not be in the front pockets. It often has quite an indent, and it's just that little detail that often makes the photos look that much better. Unless you have like, everybody has like cool, fun sunglasses.
And it's like a thing that you want to do.
Yeah, don't be photographed in them.
If it's sunny, don't even bring them out of the transportation or out of your bag, because there's all that in-between stuff, and we don't want you like taking them on, putting them off, putting them down, forgetting about them. Just leave them off so you don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
Another thing to keep in mind, hair ties and watches, anything that will make its way to your wrist. You know, I love wearing my Apple Watch because I'm a nerd. But it doesn't look that great in photos. Like
I don't mean to call you out, but we didn't know this during our wedding photos, and Evan wore like quite this.
It was a smartwatch, and I don't know why. I don't know why I put it on in the morning.
I don't know why no one told us to take it off. I don't know why I didn't notice. Yeah. And so now it's like, it's in all of our photos and it just looks so tacky.
Yeah, and you know, especially Fitbits, anything like that. I'm sorry if you disagree with any of our tips today.
Disclaimer time.
Follow.
This is IGTV.
Like. Share.
Put it up your butt.
It's stupid, but it's my thing now.
Can you come down?
Do you want a treat? I'll get you a treat. This has been Conversations with Lola.
Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
You want a treat? You want a beef trachea?
You want a beef trachea, Lola? Ah, Lola. Or a liver. No, a lung. There's lungs in there too. Get her a lung or a trachea.